Previously on Sailing La Vida Gypsea, we got to experience jaw-dropping scenery and crystal clear waters on Isla San Francisco. This week, our fun in the sun takes a turn for the worst, right as we welcome our special guests on board.
Today is the day. We are pooped. We have been getting ready for guests. It's always a tedious task, but it's always worth it because luckily for us, we love our family and we hope our family loves us just as much as we love them because we have worked really, really hard to get this boat in tip-top shape for Herman, Kurt's dad. That noise you hear behind me right now is the water maker. We are running it one last time before he gets here. This flight should get here any minute now, and then I think the plan is that we take off tomorrow morning. We're going to fuel up some diesel because we are crossing the Sea of Cortez back to Mazatlan and then down as far as we can go with good old Herman. I'm in good hands. The boys are back and this should be a great sail the next couple of weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, Herman's been on the boat for about 20 minutes and Kurt's already got him working. Look at that.
All right, we've got all our parts. My dad was our parts mule, so we got oil filters, impellers, spark plugs, water filters, all kinds of goodies. We've already replaced the starter on the engine. So we're gonna be back in business. And then the other thing that we got was the computer control, the computer board for our powered winch. And so that's the next thing to get installed.
Christmas came early, heads up.
And then we will be ready to take off in the morning.
And we're off. Next stop,
Puerto Balandra.
Puerto Balandra.
For a quick overnight, because we didn't get off early enough today to make it all the way around. We're ultimately going over to Ensenada de los Muertos, and then we make our crossing over to Mazatlan.
He's pretty big.
He's pretty big.
Oh, we should have been drinking that in.
Yeah.
Don't let him pop off.
He's not all that big.
He's not.
Oh, he's a meal.
He's a meal, but he's not,
he's a
he's
meal.
not one of our biggest ones.
Oh, he's
watch it.
Rigby, you don't trip her. Woohoo! Oh, he's pretty. All right, Rigby, show Granddad how it's done. This is as far as I go.
What, in the water?
Yeah, it's cold. Look, Rick, fish, hurry! They're right there! It's pretty cold. What do you think it is? Like 70?
It's not that bad.
I'm just a wimp.
Yeah.
What are you doing in there and how did you get in there? Rigby,
Are there crabs in there?
be careful, there's coral. Well, this wasn't the sundowner that I was expecting or the view. Check this nightmare out. What happened?
Murphy's Law. We get somebody on the boat and things start breaking. And this time I don't know what's broken or if anything's broken, but something's not working, and we're having an issue with our generator and the electric system. The generator's running fine, and it seems to be putting out 240 volts of power, so it's doing its job. However, we're not getting the power to the battery charger or the water maker, and we really need to do both. We need to charge some batteries and make some water since we have a guest on board. So I'm trying to make sense of the wiring and see where we might have an issue, because like I said, it seems like we have power coming to this breaker panel, but then I'm losing it somewhere, and I just haven't figured it out yet.
Good morning. Well, last night was not fun. We could not figure out our generator, and we are now a little bit stressed out. We have some water to get us to the next couple of days, but still not so good. So now we are rearranging our plans. I'm having my coffee, and I am on the computer, and I'm going to try to figure out a plan B. So plan B is going to be, instead of stopping at one of the fun islands that we were going to stop at, we're going to cut that leg entirely, and now I'm trying to quickly find a marina in Mazatlan to get to for two reasons. One, because we need to test now to see if it's our water maker that is actually just not working, because there is power going to the air conditioning when we turned everything on, but it's not, the generator is not charging up the batteries, and the generator is not charging up the water maker. So we kind of figured that if we went to a marina, we can do many things. One, we can shower. Two, it'll relieve a little bit of stress and boost crew morale, because we'll be in a marina and be able to use electricity and shower. And the other one is we're going to try to plug in to the shore power and see if we can turn the water maker on and if the batteries are charging, just to kind of troubleshoot some stuff. At the same time, we will obviously be filling up our water tanks to the top, and hopefully we will try to get some sort of mechanic or electrical generator guy to come and see it and fix the problem before we leave to our final destination. If we do not get someone in 2 or 3 days while we're there, we're gonna leave anyway, because we'll be topped up on water. So I'm gonna get to it and try to find us a marina in such short notice that will let us slip in for a few days. Wish me luck. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Seemed like a good day to sail today. Apparently that's what the AIS says. There's a bunch of boats out here, and we're out here too. And I just walked outside, and this is what I see. This guy's eating an apple. That guy's taking a nap. Where's my wind? What's going on?
No wind today. It took a little while to get our wind blowing today, but that was all right. We used the time to generate some power using the solar panels and running the engines, and so we got our batteries up to a little over 80%, and we still have half the day to charge. However, we got some wind now. You might be able to see a few white caps behind me, and so we are cruising downwind at 8 knots, making our way to our anchorage pretty quickly. The only downside is we turned the engines off, and the sail is shading almost all of the solar panels, so our battery charging is done for the day until we get to this anchorage and drop these sails. But yeah, moving pretty quickly now. We should be at our anchorage, which is going to be Ensenada de los Muertos. We should be there in about an hour and a half or so.
Good morning. It's a very dewy morning, very wet. Everything is nice and wet and dewy. The climate is changing. We are going south. We forgot to record our arrival here in Ensenada de los Muertos because our brains are a little frazzled still. But last night we had some friends who are actually marine electricians come aboard and troubleshoot and check things, and the good news is that Kurt's on the right track. We kind of think it's an electrical problem. The bad news is they couldn't fix it either. So we went to a restaurant right over there and beg them for some bottles of water to get us through the next couple of days. We've got a little bit of water just to flush toilets and do important things, but we needed drinking water. And I was able to find a marina in Mazatlan that has a slip for us. So we are still Mazatlan bound, hoping for a nice sunny day so our solar panels can charge our batteries up a little bit, and hopefully we get some good wind so we can get there as soon as possible. But spirits are still high. We're on our way to Mazatlan. You got it? We're on our way to Mazatlan.
Yep, this is final farewell to the Baja Peninsula and the Sea of Cortez. No longer.
Goodbye.
Probably for the rest of our
Cortez,
lives.
For the rest of our lives.
We've got a lot of other parts of the world to explore.
I'm sorry for what I said when I was docking the boat. Looks like you got another one.
Here.
Be careful, don't drop it. How heavy is it, Herman? It's heavy. We got something. And problem is that we can't slow down right now. We're going pretty fast. We're going almost 9 knots right now, downwind. Can he do it?
Of course.
Of course, he says. Got him? Now you got him. Watch out, Rigby, watch out. Wow, he's big. Whew.
All right, guys, it is getting late in the afternoon. We are still cooking. The wind has been great all day, real consistent. We're doing 9.5 knots right now, and it's very comfortable. We got the wind on the beam. Probably hear the sound of the waves, the wind in the mic. It's a beautiful day today. However, I just haven't been able to sleep well. I haven't been able to relax. I haven't been able to think because this generator problem that we're having is on my mind, or the water maker problem, or whatever it is. I've gone over it and over and over in my mind, and it's driving me crazy. It is consuming me. And so I've got to get across, get somebody who knows what they're doing, and try to figure it out. I've got a problem that's really stumping me, and that drives me nuts. It's not my personality. I don't care if things break. I just want to know what's wrong with them, and it's not my personality to be able to relax when I don't know what's wrong. So I'm going to be tense and on edge until I figure it out. This is what you do on a crossing?
I've done a lot. I've been feeding you guys all day and entertaining you. Yeah, I just play Tetris. Normally during the nighttime things calm down, but not tonight. We're still going about 10-12 knots, and the sun is down, and it is dinner time, and it is also Christmas time. I don't know when this video will come out. We usually try not to show anything that will show a time frame or time era or whatever, but it is the holiday season. Right now we are about 24 days away from Christmas, and the boat is decked the hall out, so I'm gonna try to make us a nice dinner, and then we're going to take shifts. Kurt's dad is first, then Kurt, and then I will bring her home as the sun comes up. So let's get some food in our bellies.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
We are about 8 hours still away from getting to Mazatlan. Hoping to get there by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock before it gets dark. And then we're going to shower, and then we're gonna find a mechanic, right?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And then we're gonna try to get out of there as soon as possible to be able to do the rest of the fun stops that we wanted to do. But nothing exciting last night, just a long overnight passage.
Still on whale watch.
We're still on whale watch.
Yes, but I'm gonna go shower, get cleaned up. It's been a long time since I've showered.
Go on, I'll catch them up. Hey guys, I'm catching you guys up. We made it to Mazatlan. Obviously, we are in the marina. I am so sorry, and on behalf of Kurt, who is walking right now on a shower, we're very sorry. This is not our best work, but it's been rough. We did not realize how stressful not having a generator would be. And for those of you who are probably thinking, why weren't you guys prepared? Why didn't you guys have more water on board? You know, if we were going on a very long, 5-10 day passage, we would absolutely have big 5-gallon jugs of water on board in case anything happens. Whenever we're going to do a big crossing, we do. But this was just supposed to be a quick crossing across the Sea of Cortez. We had water in one of the tanks, but we have a tank that did not have enough water in it. We burned through that one thinking that we had a water maker, and then everything exploded. So then we ran out of water, and it's not just that, the batteries, it's a whole thing. I think I've already said this like 1,000 times already. I've got water coming tomorrow morning. I've got, hopefully tomorrow morning or mid-afternoon, an electrician coming. He says he'll let me know because he's super duper busy and that we probably have to wait till Monday to see him. But if he does not come tomorrow, we are just going to stock up on water, run our engines here for a bit, and then leave the next day because we've, Kurt's dad's got a flight to catch, and the worst thing you can do on a boat is plan. So once Kurt is back from his shower, I'm gonna take a shower, but this is me signing off for tonight. See you guys tomorrow.
The boat is a mess again. I took everything apart so that we could get our serviceman to be able to look at all the wires everywhere and make his diagnosis, and I'm going to defer to the experts. He thinks he knows what's wrong. He thinks that it's a cabling issue in my my fuse box, my switches. I'm not convinced yet, but it seems to make sense. What he was saying seems to make sense. He seems to know what he's doing, so he's coming back either this afternoon or tomorrow morning to give it a few hours of recabling and see if that solves the problem. If it does, it's going to be huge because I honestly thought that my battery charger and my water maker were dead and fried, but if it's just a cabling issue and they're only getting 120 instead of 240 and they start working again, that's going to be a big deal because it saves a lot of money.
Thousands of dollars.
Exactly. So hopefully that's all it is. Don't know what caused it, but these cables do corrode. They do short out and stuff. So maybe it's just something as simple as that. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Scenery hasn't changed much. We're still here in the marina. We got the guy to come yesterday. Kurt and him spent quite a deal of time yesterday evening troubleshooting and checking things out. Not much closer. Well, Maybe. I don't know. I'll let Kurt explain it. Hold on 1 second. Where is he? I found him. What's going on? Make it brief.
We're no closer. We just have nothing but questions. But I'm just starting from scratch now. I'm just taking all the wires off, starting from scratch, making it as simple as possible, and see if we can get anything to work. All we're doing right now is racking up a bill. Hours and hours of electrician's time, and the electrician just keeps scratching his head saying, I don't know. Crazy.
Crazy. Es loco, he said. Muy raro.
Wiggle?
I'm gonna wait. Ow, my head. Hold on. Wiggle?
Yep. That one?
I'm wiggling, yep.
Alright.
Okay. This is Ernesto. He's been helping us out. He's been here all day, all night, every day. He works for Yacht Service. Ernesto, I'll get the back. There you go. You can contact him directly, but don't call him at night. He's busy. Oh my God, dude.
It smells pretty smoky in here, but
Go ahead.
this is half of the problem. This is the generator wire. The generator wire fried, shorted, the common did, and so we're having some issues with the generator, but I still don't understand why the shore power is not working. So we got a separate issue with that, but we're gonna rewire this, resplice these wires together. That should handle our generator problem. Both our charger and our water maker are working now, so at least we'll get power back with the generator. Then we'll address the shore power issue.
That is so dangerous, and
Yeah.
it smells like electrical fire. Look, it's like, oh.
At least we didn't burn the boat
Oh
down
my gosh.
this time.
Oh my gosh.
Right in my face. with
Because
it.
you're smiling, and I just don't think anybody will believe me unless I get up close.
Yes, we got it all fixed. It's a kind of a temporary fix. Everything's working, but we have a bad selector switch that switches from the generator to the shore power. It's bad, so I've got to replace that. And then we had a burnt out junction box that I'm not sure why it burned out. It could have been a corroded wire, or it could have been that the bad switch caused some sort of voltage surge and burnt the wires. But either way, the boat is working with shore power, the boat is working with generator now, and we've got everything functioning. All the equipment is good. So it's just going to require a new switch and a little bit more wiring, and we'll be good. I'm going to do that in Puerto Vallarta after I get there and have access to all the parts and pieces.
So what's next?
Sailing.
Yep, and a beer. Let's go
Yeah.
get you a cold beer.
Well, at least there is a positive side to all the issues that we had, and that is that now I know the boat a little bit better. I was able to go through all the systems.
One way to look at it.
Yeah, I was able to go through the systems, and now I have a lot more familiarity with the electrical system, and now that I've rewired some things, I know exactly how things are done. So, hey, you know, you got to look at the bright side of life.
Yeah.
Silver lining, right?
Sure, something like that, but we got it fixed enough that we're gonna continue the journey. We've got a couple more places that we're gonna stop at before we drop off good old Herman back to the US of A. So make sure you guys stick around for next week and see what we get into. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button. If it's your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Patrons, thank you so much for putting the wind in our sails. You guys are awesome. If you'd like to join our patron, click on the link in the description down below. And that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.